All right, guys. Today, and by the way, what's up, fantasy champs? We're gonna try to make some champs this season. I won it in 2019 with over 35 trades and broke a record in standard scoring. But let's get right into it. We are gonna try to find the fantasy formula. I've been trying to debate this, trying to figure this out. I do it every year, and I've gotten better and better at it every year. I'm trying to find the best formula to draft in your first 4 picks. So right here, you can see I'm pick 8. I'm pretty much always going to go running back. I just don't see the value in taking a receiver there. And this one, the formula is running back, tight end, or running back, tight end, running back. Really doesn't matter. Just basically you're getting 3 running backs and a tight end with your first 4 picks. So here we went Aaron Jones, reached a bit on Clyde Edwards-Helaire just because I like the passing upside and the number 1 offense. Right here, I looked and went to tight end to see if Kelsey or Kittle was still there. Didn't see Kelsey right there. Kittle was taken, so Waller was left. I consider him an elite tight end still. And I took Waller there, and then I took David Montgomery next for my flex. I had the option of either flexing Montgomery or Jacobs, who I typically like because they're both workhorses. They should get touchdowns, they should get yards. Just a strong player at your flex. I would prefer to get Waller in the 4th round where Montgomery is, and then flex Montgomery with my 3rd pick. So overall, I'd say Aaron Jones, A-. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I'd say A-. Darren Waller, he is an A-plus player for his position. And David Montgomery, I would say B-plus. So we have A-, A-, A-plus, and B-plus for our first 4 picks. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys. Formula 2, we are looking at running back, wide receiver. As you can see, I'm picking 8 here. I'm kind of picking the same guys every time, switching up a little at my 2 and 3. These are just some running backs I like as well. But, Aaron Jones, solid pick there. If Aaron Rodgers plays, I will take Aaron Jones there. If he doesn't, I'm pretty much stuck with Jonathan Taylor or Saquon at 8. But we're just going to stick with the formula here. Running back, Julio. I really like this combo. You do miss out on, in real leagues and real competitive leagues with big money, a lot of the times you're not going to be getting these elite quarterbacks in the 6th round and the 7th round. A lot of them will go like late 3rd, early 4th, throughout the 4th, and you're maybe lucky to get like Russell Wilson in the 5th or the 6th because the Allens are going to go, the Murrays, the Dax, the Lamars, Mahomes, Allen, all of those guys are going to go early. We have Aaron Jones here. We're going to give him an A- again, and just to break down my scoring system, I'm giving the grade specifically on the player's skill set and talent and how much fantasy points I think he could score. Like Davante Adams would be an A+, just because he's that talented. And Terry McLaurin, I would give him like a B+, probably, if that makes sense. Deontay Johnson, I'd probably give him a C+. Kenny Galladay, I'd probably give him a B+ or an A-. Allen Robinson, I'd probably give him a B+. Tyreek Hill, A+. So if that makes sense, this is kind of how I rank my guys. Aaron Jones, A-. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we're going to give him, he's on the edge of A- and B+, but I'm going to give him an A- as an RB2 just because he only had like 2 bad games last year with like 3 and 5 points or something like that. The rest, it was like 7 and 8 and up. So A- for him there as your RB2. Josh Jacobs, I give that a, and we also have to grade where the person's at, like if you get Josh Jacobs for your 4th pick, it's even a better player grade because like I have a starting running back in my flex, which is very, very strong. So we have to kind of calculate that into their grade. I want to say A-. I just don't know if I'm going too high there. I think I'm going to say B+, but it could be an A-, okay? If that makes sense. And then Julio with your 4th pick, we're going to give this an A-, just because, if he doesn't get hurt, this guy can easily be a low-end wide receiver 1, which, into my opinion, is a low A-. So this formula, it could be running back, receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver. It's basically just 3 running backs and 1 wide receiver with your 4th pick. So this formula, I think we give it a, I don't know, we'll kind of look at all of them at the very end, and we'll see which one's best and maybe which one's worst. So on to the next one. All right, formula number 3, we are looking at running back, quarterback. Now, doing this formula allows you to get guaranteed an elite quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, maybe even Lamar Jackson. But in typical leagues, Mahomes will go probably late third, early fourth. You're pretty much guaranteeing you a guy that's going to be projected like 27, 28 points per game. So let's just get right into this formula, which I do actually really like. We are going to be at Aaron Jones once again, A-. Antonio Gibson, going to give him an A-. And, with these gradings, I'm not trying to, cap. I'm not trying to overvalue. I'm just trying to be very unbiased and give people their typical values. Like Ezekiel Elliott, he gets an A+. Jonathan Taylor, I think he gets an A-. Nick Chubb, A+. Kamara, A+. So, of course, I'm picking at 8. So, I'm not getting the cream of the crop running backs. But Antonio Gibson, A-. David Montgomery, he could sneak into A- with the news of Tariq Cohen being out. It just, more volume. But if we're being conservative, I mean, he's just like Jacobs, where it's B+, A-. He can have those 20-point games. He can have those 8-point games. I think I'm comfortable, though, at flex with how good he's been. Give him an A-, just considering that, some people are going to have receivers or wide receiver 2s in their flex, just people that aren't as volume monsters. So having a starting running back in your flex with a top 10, I don't even want to get into stats, just starting running back in your flex for your third pick, let's go with A-. And then Patrick Mahomes, you get A+. Maybe even A++. Don't think that exists on this, but we'll just say A+. So we have A-, 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 A+. So actually the overall grade, I think we're going to have to give this A++. And so far, Formula 3 is looking like one of the top ones. And, you can even peek down at the 2 picks after that, grabbing Thielen and Beckham. Very balanced team, very, very balanced, strength everywhere. You could even switch Beckham with or Thielen with Andrews, and but I don't know. But this formula, I'm really liking it on here. A++. On to the next one. All right, guys, this is the last formula, Formula 4. We're looking at balance, going running back, wide receiver. Once again, I'm at pick 8. Start this one quick. You guys already know what it is. Aaron Jones, A-. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, A-. Julio, A-. Mike Evans, A-. Low wide receiver 1. You're looking at all A's across the board. There are no B+ in this category. And peeking down, seeing Andrews and Dak grabbing there a tight end 1 and a quarterback 1 scenario can provide a lot of balance. That's what it's looking like. You will have a weaker flex in this situation, which isn't bad. My goal kind of this year is to have a weak wide receiver 2, and I really want strength everywhere else. I want strength in my running backs. I want 3 running backs, RB1, RB2, and a flex running back with balanced receivers. So, A-, A-, A-. We're just going to have to give this, I would think, an A+, just because it's all A's. And you just kind of can't go wrong. You're at a very strength positional value and position-wise at each of your positions here. I don't know if I like this one. I don't like going 2 wide receivers, but honestly, it's not bad. These guys can easily finish as top 5 players. Evans can, Julio can, Clyde can, Aaron Jones can. So it's not too bad. And like I said, if you peek down, where Andrews, if you grab Andrews there, it's very nice. And then you could still grab a top-tier quarterback. And then your 7th round pick, you'd be looking at your flex. It could be a receiver, could be a running back. That would be the weaker position on your team, which, like I said, isn't bad. Could stream a flex. I think we give this an A+. Formula 4, it could be an A-, but, I'm just looking at it, even if I took Evans in the 3rd and Julio as my wide receiver 2, I think that's pretty strong. We'll stick with an A plus just because they're all A's, and I don't consider one B plus player here. Now these receivers could be, it could be a Keenan Allen. You just don't want to drop off here to the B range. So like Lockett, I would consider him B plus. I wouldn't consider him in the A tier range. After Mike Evans, it's kind of where it drops off into the B range, like the Kupps, the Beckhams, things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying to, get into the formula and the science into finding the best strategies for you, just so when you go into draft day, you can have a good plan and not just be free-for-alling, thinking like, oh, I'm just going to take a receiver here and a receiver here, and then you figure out maybe that wasn't the best formula to do. So I'm going to be testing out a lot of formulas, and we're just going to try to find the best formula to create the best overall team. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Fantasy Champ is out, and we're going to make some Fantasy Champs this year. Peace.